Hi, I'm Will, and I'm 14. When I was 11, I asked for a beehive for my 12th birthday. I love bees and everything to do with them. I now have 5 beehives and I can't wait to get more. But it pains me to hear that the bee numbers are declining. So I want to help that. So I want to do my part to help that in Melbourne, maybe even Australia, or all around the world. Now before I tell you my idea, I would like to tell you why bees are so important for the world and why they're not just flies that sting you.
If you haven't heard, there is a big fuss about the bee decline around the world, and that is because if bees die, the world dies, and that means we die. This is because bees pollinate 1/3 of all plants, which includes 1/3 of anything we eat. Einstein said that when bees die, we have approximately 4 years to live. Yeah, you heard it right. 4 years. So the main reasons bees are dying is because of pesticides, herbicides and fungicides that farmers are using, and diseases that we are accidentally importing into other countries. Also, a thing called monoculturing, which farmers are accidentally doing, which is growing rice, wheat and barley, which doesn't give enough variety of food and nutrition to the bees to fight the diseases, chemicals and mites. Scientists don't know how to stop the pests and diseases, so the answer from here is to keep the number of healthy beehives as high as we can. And although the professional beekeepers do an amazing job of keeping the numbers up, there is only so much they can do. So my little big idea is called street hives. My goal is to get a beehive in every street in Melbourne. City sites have a lower population of most insects than neighbouring suburban and rural areas. However, in comparison, pollinating insects, which includes bees, wasps and ants, have a higher population in cities. Well-managed cities could help the safety of pollination insects and therefore will act as hotspots for pollination services that bees provide to wildflowers and crops grown in urban settings. Pollination performance in farmland can sometimes be poor due to pesticides and drought, so the cities could help maintain rural pollination. If farming land worsens further, cities could serve as a source of pollinators for the farmland surrounding them. Healthy pollinator population in urban areas can also provide connecting habitat corridors that help the movement of pollinators through the use of these corridors. So how street hives will accomplish that? I want to offer a free beehive to people if I can put it on their property. Every beehive costs about $200 to $250 to make, and each beehive makes about 20 to 40 kilos of honey every year. In return for hosting a beehive, we will give each host family 2 kilos of fresh organic honey. The remaining honey will be jarred up and these will be sold to their neighbours, family and friends, with the money made going back into making more hives and so on. The coolest idea to help harvest all this honey will be the mobile honey extractor. We would like to purchase a caravan and fit it out to the council specifications so that during harvest time we can drive to each property and harvest and jar on the site. Thank you very much for considering me for your grant.